and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my face. As you can see, I am in a completely different space. I redid my room. I like painted and hung up some cute little stuff. This was made by my best friend and my cousin. Amazing, isn't it? Actually, my best friend's got a YouTube plug. I'm gonna put a video above my head. Make sure you check it out. But anyway, yeah, so I'm in a new space. I'm deciding to record in my bedroom because at least then I've got like the privacy. I mean, my cousin's downstairs making a mix, so actually I don't. He's still making noise, but it's okay. Yeah, like it's nice. It's a nice vibe. It's more cozy. I feel more comfortable, and I feel like I can talk about whatever I want because I'm in my room. This video is going to be like a little bit of a cheeky one. I can't lie. I was like going through it. But basically I was applying to loads of things and I was getting loads of rejections and stuff like that. But this is not what that video is about. It's about seeing other people's success and like responding to that. I feel like a lot of people go for it, but they don't really talk about it. They don't really, you know, they don't really say anything. So I've decided to do that. Yeah, let's get to it.
Every time I take a draw, that's a mind out. Done it all time, flavors since lights out.
Okay guys, before I continue with this video, let me just say that I understand that right now we're in a really weird kind of time. You know, everyone's in isolation, quarantine, whatever you want to call it. But I just want you guys to remember to love each other and, you know, send messages, check in on your family, you know, video chat, all of that kind of stuff when you can. And look after your physical and your mental health, guys, because when this is all over, we're going to need your positive vibes and your energies again. Yes. So the other day I was applying, this was pre-corona. I was applying to multiple like jobs and opportunities for both me, my company, friends, etc. And there was two in particular that I really wanted. Like, it was something that I really wanted it. Like, I applied in the, not that I applied to other things and not want it, but it's kind of like this one I really felt like it would be a boost to my career. And one of them I heard back from and the other one I didn't, but obviously it's because it's like corona and, you know, everything's up in the air right now, so I don't really know. I haven't heard back from the second one, and I haven't necessarily written it off. But the first one in particular, like, I really wanted it, and I felt like my application was very strong. I felt it was very solid, and they were communicating with me as well, which made me think that I had a chance, kind of thing. And then I didn't get it. And then it kind of made me think a little bit about seeing the success of other people, because there's like a lot of companies and a lot of like artists who are quite similar to me that I would say kind of fall in the same bracket. Some that fight for the rights of people of colour in the arts, and other people who have started companies around the same time I did with kind of the similar ideals, and they're like a lot further than me, or a similar kind of vibe as me, and like they're a lot further than me. And I was just thinking about the idea of jealousy, and I wouldn't even say it's jealousy or envy. I just think it's wanting something so bad and idolizing or comparing yourself to other people who are somewhat perceived in your eyes as more successful. I was just kind of thinking about it, and it made me think that, like, how many other people kind of go through this. Like, how many other people look at other people and like, oh fuck, I wish I was there. And then it, like, the negative thoughts of like, do they even deserve it? Like, are they even working hard as me, and all of that? And at the same time, like, I know it's not a good way of thinking, but at the same time, it's a way of thinking, and I can't help where my thoughts run. So I think, like, kind of jealousy, I hate that word, but jealousy and like envy or comparing yourself to others is natural, and people don't like to accept the idea of being jealous or wanting what other people have. Like, we live in a society where it's like there's so many haters, you know, and there's so many people who want to look at other people and shit on other people's success or things like that. And I think that's just a way of jealousy and envy manifesting in a negative way. I think it's a way for people to, because they're not at that level, because they haven't reached that level in their own career and they somewhat idolize these people, they feel like they have to knock them down, and they feel like they have to make them feel like shit. Like, I feel like a lot of YouTubers and a lot of artists and creatives who are doing very well get a lot of hate from people who want to be like them, and they look at it like, oh, you don't necessarily deserve that because you come from a certain background, or you haven't worked as hard as other people, and things like that. And we get this really weird kind of thing, and it's not fair. Like, it's really not fair. society has built this competitive nature. We live in a society where it's a rat race. We literally live in a rat race, and a lot of people just accepted this rat race, and it's not something we should accept. Like, why? Who said that we have to accept it? No. Everybody can be just as successful as each other. It's not about eating each other alive. It's not about, you know, fighting, pushing somebody else down so you can get on top. Like, I said this in one of my previous videos about working horizontally and networking horizontally, networking with people who kind of vibe on your same vibe. And I still stick to that. Like, I still stick to the fact that we as people need to learn to network horizontally and need to learn how to link up with people who are just like ourselves in order to get to the people who we aspire to be, or who we sometimes envy. And also, it's okay to have that feeling. It is okay to feel jealous or sometimes upset to see somebody else's success. That is okay to feel, because if we didn't, we wouldn't be human. You know, we constantly want what we can't have, or we constantly want things that other people have, and we just have to accept it. But we should not let it rule our lives. I had a voice teacher once, and she said, you know, when you have a blip in your voice, you just notice it and you move on. You notice it and you move on. And from that, I've taken that anything, you know, any negative or mean vibes that I have towards anybody else or anybody else's success, I notice it and I move on. You know, I notice that I feel this way. I understand that I feel this way. I understand why I feel this way. I understand how I feel this way. I've noticed that. And now I'm moving on to better and brighter things, you know. Things that are going to be good for my mental health. Things that's going to be good for the people around me, you know. I just used it to motivate me. I used it to, like, I was like, okay, cool. I know this person's doing well, and that's okay for them. I feel this way. But now I'm going to use it to record, or I'm going to use it to write, or I'm going to use it to apply for more jobs, or I'm going to use it to support my friends, or I'm going to do something else. I'm going to use this energy that I'm feeling here to bring light to someone else's life, or bring light to my own life. Like, what am I doing that's wrong? Like, I work hard, but am I working smart? And like, I really sat there and I reevaluated my life, and you know, obviously we're in this quarantine life, so it's even harder right now, but it really made me sit there and think, like, okay, cool, this is what I want out of my life, and this is how I'm gonna get it, you know. And I think, especially in trying times like this, it's quite easy to look at other people's lives. Like, all the celebrities currently are just posting like concerts or doing lives and, you know, all of that kind of stuff, and that's okay. Like, that's how they're dealing with their quarantine. But at the same time, I know a lot of people are kind of like, oh, you lot are in your massive houses, like, this isn't affecting you. But it is, like, it's still fumbling their bag. Like, some actors can't go and film anymore, and that's like their one source of income. Like, we don't know how their mental health or their physical health even is at the moment. So I think it's just about acting with compassion and noticing how you're feeling towards other people, and using that to motivate you in your normal life, you know. And like, I did an interview. I'll probably put the link to the interview down below. It was like a blog interview, and he's a really cool blogger. I think you should check him out, but I'll put the link in the description box. But he was basically, he asked me like, what advice would I give to artists nowadays, and you know, things like that. And I kind of said, and I got this from my brother, rest his soul. He said to me that I was going through a trying time as a child, and he brought me to Tesco, because there's like a massive Tesco near my house, and he brought me to Tesco, and he was like, look at this bread, look at the bread aisle. And I'm looking at all the breads, you know, like, okay, cool. And he was like, look how many different breads, like, look how many different brands of bread. They're all doing the same thing. You've got your white bread, your brown bread, your 50-50, you got your Target bread. And there's all different brands for the different types of bread that there are. Sliced bread, non-sliced bread, even bakery bread. Like, there's so many different types of bread on this one aisle. And he was like, but there's still the one bread that mum asked us to pick up. Why do you think that mum has asked us to pick up that specific type of bread? And I was like, because she likes it, you know, that's the one she's always used for years. And my brother was like, exactly. If they stopped providing that bread, what do you think mum would do? And I was like, well, she'd be upset, but I guess she'd probably look for another one, or you know, I mean, she'd probably, I don't know, like, she'd be very upset about losing out on that bread. And he was like, exactly. Everybody in this life, as a creative, you are a brand of bread. Yeah, you're a unique style of bread. Like, somebody likes you for the bread that you create. You as a brand of bread are special to someone. Somebody likes, you know, watching your stuff or reading your stuff or watching you perform or whatever. And there's somebody who's gonna keep coming because it's you. They're just gonna come for you. As a creative, they're gonna come for you and your style. And you just need to know that you are that slice of bread. You are somebody's favorite slice of bread. And so I put that at the bottom of the interview. And that really resonates with me. Like, that story always stays with me because it's like, yeah, I am somebody's bread, you know? Somebody somewhere is watching this and they're like, this is my favorite bread on YouTube. You could tell quarantine is getting to me. Yeah, guys, you are somebody's bread, basically. But yeah, I just felt like I put this video out. You know, we are currently in quarantine. Everybody's a bit crazy. Nobody really knows what's going on. But all I can say, guys, is just keep working. Keep creative. Keep positive. If you are on your own or with family or whoever you are with, make sure everyone around you is safe and yourself is safe. And I should be putting up more content because right now there's nothing else for me to do but that. So keep out for more videos and like this video if you like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more of this, and hit the notification bell if you really are a real one. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, guys.
Oh wow, they be talking like the hella fly. Oh my, always making us some porky pies. All lies, I'm not messing with those other guys.